Hi, Dennis Feidner, CFO on the go. Hey, I had a request from a drywall contractor and painter contractor to do a little video on how our estimating may work for them. So I'm going to do a couple of quick things here. I do have a couple jobs already set up, so it'll save some time. So I'm going to blow this up so everybody can see it. So this is a drywall job, and so on this job I had a couple different bid items. I had studs, I had drywall, wood frame, metal frame, shaft wall, ceiling, lath and plaster, and some additional wiring. But anyway, if I'm coming into drywall, the way we set this one up, and there's lots of ways to do it, but this is just a way, is that I went in here and I dropped in from my plans the linear feet, the height of the wall, the layers I had to install, production rate for hangers and production rate for tapers. And then we use these formulas down below, and I'm not going to get into the complication part here. We're going to leave that alone. But basically, as a simple example, this line right here, 250 linear feet, 10 foot high. So just to say, take the square foot, 10 times 250 is 2,500, right? Times the layers, 2, says I need 5,000 square feet. This is how much time I need per square foot for a rocker. This is how much drywall I need at built in a 5% waste. And like the third decimal place, how many pounds of nails I need for each square foot. So it then takes these formulas times this square footage to come up with my extended quantity. So I need to buy 40 pounds of nails or screws. I need to go and buy 5,200 square feet of sheetrock, and it looks like I need 33 hours of labor. Here's my taping. It does the same thing. Comes up here, down we go. This is 5/8 inch. So all kinds of little things you can build in here. If I go in here, most sheet ball dry rockers also do kind of suspended ceilings as part of it. Again, here's the production rate tape. Here's the wires I need to hang it. Here's a suspended ceiling, 12 inch. And again, once these formulas are built, every time I get a job, it's literally coming in here and saying, hey, here's the width of the room, here's the length of the room, here's the finished height, etc. And once we have all that in here, this is all happens with the mouse click. And so these are all done. The reason for doing it in here is there's a button up here called export. Once I'm done with this, I can print a proposal. I can print a purchase order to buy the materials. If I'm going to subcontract out to somebody else, I can actually create the subcontracts. But the most important thing is I'm going to be able to create purchase orders to go buy the materials required for this job at the price I was quoted and the quantity that I determined I needed. And I'm also going to be able to print out a proposal for the owner. So that's a drywall job, kind of quick and easy. If I go in here and hang on 1 second while I find a painting job right here. So again, this is a pretty simple one. I only have one bid item. I have an exterior wall. Again, here's my assumptions. Here's the square footage of the exterior wall. Here is journeyman production rate. Here is how many feet I can get out of a gallon. Here's how much I can pressure wash in an hour. How many hours I need for foreman, an apprentice, miscellaneous hours, and paint miscellaneous. And once I go in here, again, the supervision is a formula based on that I need an hour supervisor for every 2,000 square feet. Here is something else. Here is my power washing. Again, I'm using these formulas up here. It looks like I need the power washer and an apprentice and another power washer. Here's my gallons of paint. Here's my hours of journeyman. Again, all these formulas right here usually get hidden. So this column's hidden so nobody can mess with those, right? Because once those are determined, you really want to keep them there. It is then just coming in here and then entering in your assumptions for this project, and off you go. And so that's it. Once this is built, this next job is literally take off the quantity. Am my production rate still the same? Am I using the same kind of paint, etc. And then I have I'm done. I print the proposal. I get the job. I can start tracking the cost against it if you use the accounting system, which most people do. They want to see that actual cost versus their budgeted cost. The other question they had was, how can I keep track of what's going on my projects? And So in here, and I like to always use this little simple one here because it's only got a couple items on it. There's a scheduling package. And so, if you're doing concrete, this is what I have to do. I got to grade it, lay it out. I got to trench it. I got to, form and reinforce the foundation. I got some flat work, and I'm going to pour, and I'm going to strip the things. I get a Gantt chart schedule that looks like this. So that's a way to do it. The other way to do it is to look at it a different way, which is kind of odd, but it works. Is this company, actually this was for a drywall company a long time ago. I can tell 2006, not too long ago. These are my crews that I have working. These are the jobs I have on my books. This is what I think it's going to take as far as number of days for each project. And what I get is a Gantt chart that's not your typical one, but it basically just says, hey, the turquoise crew, which I think is crew 2, is going to be on this job, and when they're done with that job, it looks like they're going to just jump over to this job. The green crew's kind of working 2 jobs simultaneously. We split the crew, but when they're done, they're going to jump over onto this job. So I look at this, I can assign crews to jobs, and as I'm getting new jobs, I just keep adding them to the bottom, taking the old ones off. But I now can see a kind of real quick picture of, like I said to somebody today, if I'm the estimator, I got to get that pencil pretty sharp because I don't have any work for my green crew here in about a week and a half. Or I got to call up and see if I can shake something loose from a GC. But I kind of see a trend of where people are going, what's going on, where do I need work, where do I have too much work, etc. So another just quick, easy way to keep track of what's going on your projects. Anyway, I thought I'd get this done in 5 minutes. It took 7. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, Dennis Feidner, CFO on the go. Want to ask a question? Want to see a special video? All it takes is a request. 800-659-5851. So 800-659-5851. My name is Dennis. Just give me a call, please. Thanks.